events such as Quizumber, which is our annual year-end quiz, which we host on the last Sunday of every December. And we also host Unquiz, the season opener for Chennai Quiz Factory. We have it in the first quarter of every year. And of course, in fact, the last online quiz that we had in, I think, August last year, we had participants from about 7 countries across the world. So that has been the reach of online quizzing so far. So, okay, so before we start, I think we are all set, but I think amidst all this good things that is happening with the Management Fest, I would also like to express my condolences on behalf of Chennai Quiz Factory for the unfortunate demise of Madam Nisha from St. Joseph's College. May her soul rest in peace. And I hope that God gives all the strength to St. Joseph's College and her family. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So I'd like to thank a couple of people. Of course, St. Joseph's College. Thank you so much for once again for having associated with Chennai Quiz Factory, and a big thanks to SK Priya, co-founder and chief questions manufacturer of Chennai Quiz Factory, and she also happens to be my wife. So she has contributed a lot of questions to this quiz and also several no, of our other quizzes as well. So thank you, Priya. And thanks to my employer, Impaiga Technologies. So this is where I work. And I think I'll also take the opportunity here to welcome applicants or aspirants who wanted to join the IT field. So you're welcome to ping me anytime. So this is on a side note to all the students, especially from the engineering and the computer background. So here are the general rules of the quiz. Two devices are to be used, one for attending the quiz and one for the buzzer. So preferably the buzzer has to be a mobile, and videos are to be always switched on. So please ensure that both your hands are visible always, right? So when you are using the buzzer, when you're using a mobile, so please ensure that you have your, your hands like this. So that would be much helpful. And please do not Google. Of course, the entire quiz is going to be on buzzer. So I'm sure that you would not have the time to Google, but still do not, please refrain yourself from any malpractices. And Quizmaster's decision was, is, and shall always remain final and undisputed. So please ensure that. So do not argue. I hope that there's nothing to argue. So before actually, going through the general rules, one more thing that I want to tell you is that this finals would be much, much easier than the prelims that you attended. In fact, do not consider this as a hardcore business quiz at all. It's going to have a business angle to all the questions, but it's more of a general quiz, of course, again, with a business angle. So you'll have 7 rounds, all on buzzer, unless specified. We'll have 1 round which will not be on buzzer. I will let you know once the round begins. And for the buzzer rounds, questions shall cease to be displayed once the buzzer goes off. Like, for example, if participant A buzzers when the question is on display, I would immediately change the screen, right? So it is, you need to just tell the answer based on whatever you have read so far. Understood? And each question in the buzzer carries a weightage of +10 or -10. So it's as simple as that. You get it right, you get 10 points. You get it wrong, you get a negative of 10. But if, for example, the person who had buzzed first gets it wrong, gets a negative of 10, of course, there would be a second attempt. So whoever buzzed second, and whoever has buzzed second would get a chance to answer the question, and that would carry a weightage of +5 and -5. Scorers, do not worry. After each question, I will let you know how much to be given to which participant or which finalist. And please, very, very important rule is that please read the entire question before going on the buzzer, because some of the questions might have 2 parts. Okay, might have two parts. So please ensure that you go through the entire question before answering. And of course, some of the questions would actually have the core of the question at the end. So the last sentence might be important. So please ensure that you read the entire question. Is that all right? Are we all set? Can I get someone to acknowledge?
Yes.
Okay.
So how is the buzzer working?
Yes. Yes. So what I want you to do is, just give me 1 second. So please enter buzzin.live. I'll spell it for you. BUZZIN.live. Okay, just the 6 participants. Others, please do not enter. Just the 6 participants. Okay. So I'll tell you the game code. It's 788.
Can you please repeat the website name?
Okay, I'll put it on chat if that's all right. So I've given the site as well as the game code. Okay, I see Ashok has joined, Sahil has joined. Waiting for others. Alan. Sahil. Yes, Alan's Abdul, and I think there's one more, Anthony. Yeah, Alan, Abdul, Anthony. Can you just give a test buzz? Just want to check. Okay, Abdul. Abdul.
Hello.
Yeah, can you give a test buzz? Fantastic. Okay, so please ensure that your screen is screen doesn't get locked, because once you lock yourself, then probably it'll be difficult for you to join this code again. So this game again. So probably you need to give a fresh code again. That's all. That is all right. But please ensure that you don't lock yourself. Right. So what's the answer, Ashok? You buzzed?
Sir, by mistake. Sorry.
So Ashok starts off with the negative. I'm kidding. It's okay. Great. So are we all set? So please ensure that you keep your mics on mute always, unless and until I specify the person. So please do not answer out of chance. Okay, I will tell who had buzzed, and then you can answer. Scorers, Albin, can you acknowledge? Are you ready? Shahal? I think
yes, sir.
Yeah. So during the quiz, even if you press by mistake, I will have to take it as a buzz chance. Okay. All right. Okay. Albin or whoever is the scorer, can you acknowledge?
Yes, sir. We are ready.
Okay. Okay. Good. So this is round 1. This is called God's Own Business Land. Of course, you would have guessed it by now. The first round is all about businesses and businessmen who have a connection with the beautiful state of Kerala. Got it? Fantastic. So all the best to all the participants. Here we go. Let the best quizzer win and play it fair and square. Question 1. Jeweler Bobby Chamanur in 2020 announced the building of a world-class museum dedicated to an individual who in 2012 had visited the opening of one of his showrooms in Kannur. Okay, it's Alan. Go ahead, Alan.
Diego Maradona.
Diego Maradona. What about him?
Like he was there for the inauguration of one of his showrooms, and he was a best friend of Bobby Chamanur.
Fantastic start. That's a goal right away, but I think I will have to give you a negative, Alan. The question is still open. As I told you, you had to wait for the entire question to be out. This question had a couple of parts. So I'm going back to the question for a second buzz. So okay. Scorer, please note that's a negative of 10 for Alan. So others, you still have a chance. I'm going back to the question. The museum shall also include a life-size gold statue of the individual in a pose from an iconic incident in 1984 that led to a huge controversy. Identify the individual and the inspiration behind the okay. Abdul.
The incident is the goal of Maradona by hand in the World Cup semi-final against England, I think.
Okay, so what is it famously called?
God's hand.
Gold sand. Anyways, I'll give it to you. 5 points to Abdul.
Hand of God. Sorry, hand of God.
Hand of God is right. So Diego Maradona and the hand of God incident, perfectly right. So who's this? Abdul. Abdul gets 5 points. So before I go to the second question, I request all of you to please. Yeah.
5 point only. I said Maradona, right?
No, this is the second attempt, right? So on a second attempt.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So please, all of you, I am seeing you on the video. So please ensure that both your hands are visible. I think it doesn't pain to have both your hands visible and the mobile phone visible. I'll let you know if I'm not able to see a clear picture. Alan, yes. Thanks. Shahal, yes. Anthony, thank you. Abdul, can you just adjust yourself? Ashok, yes. Naved, yes. Abdul, I think you are on mute. I think you're saying something to me. Great. Thank you, Abdul. I think that's good. So Albin, that's the first positive, 5 points to Abdul and a negative of 10 to Alan, right? Okay. So something about this incident, of course, Bobby Chamanur and Maradona were very good friends. So they met in Dubai around 2010, and in 2012, Maradona visited Kannur. And in fact, at the Blue Nile Hotel where he stayed in Kannur, it is said that there is a Maradona suite that has been opened with all the memorabilia of the great football legend. So question 2, here it comes. This is Raj Mohan Pillai, a Kollam-born businessman and chairman of the Beta Group. Apart from managing several companies under the conglomerate, he had also co-authored a book titled A Wasted Death along with K. Govindan Kutty. The book talks about the life and death of his brother, who ceded control of the company he headed. It was to the Wadia Group and Danone in the mid-90s. This episode, according to, sorry, I still am not able to see the hands of all of you. Abdul, please. Yes, please. I think I'll be a bit strict on this. Sorry about that. Otherwise, we'll have fun, but this has to be followed strictly. Okay, so this episode, according to the Economic Times, is referred to as one of India's most dramatic corporate sagas. Name his brother, famously referred to as the Biscuit Baron. Famously referred to as the Biscuit Baron. Who is the brother of Raj Mohan Pillai? I think there's a clue right away. Who could probably find us? Okay, we have Anthony. Go ahead.
Rajan Pillai.
Rajan Pillai, and what corporation did he head?
Rajan Pillai is the
Rajan Pillai, you know Rajan Pillai, but you do not know why he is called the Biscuit Baron?
No, sir.
Okay, anyways, I'll give it to you 10 points to Anthony. So Rajan Pillai was the former head of Britannia, and at his peak, he controlled the biscuit industry in India as well as Asia. So before he ceded control to Danone and Wadia Group. So Wasted Death is the book written by Raj Mohan Pillai about Rajan Pillai's death. Good. So Albin, I need a help from you. I need you to please check the videos. If you're not able to see the hands, both the hands of the participants, please feel free to stop me and let know of it to others.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Because it's becoming difficult for me to ask the questions as well as check the videos. Okay. So 10 points to Anthony, right? Moving ahead. Question number 3. Which conglomerate group owns this shopping mall in Tripayar, Thrissur? Go ahead, Alan.
MK Group, the Lulu Group.
Lulu Group, fantastic. So very good answer. Lulu Group, founded by M.A. Yusuf Ali. So he owns several supermarkets and malls, and one of it is the Y Mall. So 10 points to Alan Sam. Question 4, round 1. Here it comes. Thomas Kurian and George Kurian are identical twins who both have achieved super success in the field of information technology. While Thomas is currently the CEO of Google Cloud, George was appointed the CEO of X in 2015. X is an American hybrid. Abdul, go ahead.
Google Cloud.
Oh, that's a negative of -10 to Abdul. Google Cloud is already there in the question. So I'll wait for others on the second end. So -10 for Abdul. X is an American hybrid cloud data services and data management company founded in 1992 by David Hitz, James Lau, and Michael Malcolm. ID X. Thomas is the CEO of Google Cloud, while George Kurian is the CEO of X, was appointed as the CEO of X in 2015. Since we already had a buzz, I'm not giving you any clues. Okay, I think I'll have to move ahead. I don't get a second buzz.
Sir.
Anyone? Yeah,
Hello.
Anthony?
Sir, it is an app.
I'm sorry?
It is an app.
I'm not going to give any clues, Anthony. I told you because we already had a buzz, so I'm not giving any clues. So anybody on a non-competitive basis, no points. You can just take a guess. Anyone?
Can I guess again?
Yeah, but no points. Just go ahead.
Is it Dropbox?
No, not Dropbox. Okay, I'll go ahead. This company started as a network appliance. Before
NetApp?
being NetApp is right. So it started as network appliance before being renamed to NetApp in 29. And in 2019, Gartner had actually said it was the #1 company in the world for primary storage. Okay, moving ahead. Question 5. Paul George Memorial Tournament is an annual cricket tournament aimed at government school children in the Delhi NCR region. Started in 2012, which Kochi headquartered financial corporation is behind this initiative? So who is behind the initiative of Paul George Memorial Tournament? Okay, Anthony, go ahead.
Muthoot Group.
Muthoot Group, fantastic answer, Anthony. Good 10 points to you. So this tournament is in memory of Paul Muthoot, the son of group's chairman George Muthoot, who was unfortunately killed in 2009. So this tournament is in memory of him. Moving ahead to the last question of round 1. Here it comes. Nazar Tutar is a 44-year-old taxi owner and driver in Tuta in the Malappuram district of Kerala. After witnessing several incidents involving the poor, he was determined to help the needy. As one of the several efforts he had taken, he started this dress bank in his village. There is a specific reason this dress bank shall cater to, or there is a specific reason to which this dress bank caters to. So what exactly was the reason behind this initiative by Nazar? So why did he start this dress bank? Look at the picture. I think you'll be able to. Yes, go ahead, Shahal.
Is it wedding dresses?
Wedding dresses. So what about wedding dresses? Can you explain?
Wedding dresses for the poor and needy people who cannot afford wedding dresses.
Fantastic, Shahal. Very good answer. So 10 points to Shahal. So this is the wedding dress bank. So what happens is that most of the wedding dresses are not used a second time. So a lot of money is spent in one dress for one-time use. So what Nazar has initiated is that people can donate those dresses, and the needy and the poor who cannot afford expensive dresses can loan the dresses. So that's the reason behind this wedding dress bank. A very good novel initiative. So good. So with that, we end round 1, and I'll move this to Alvin for the scores.
Hello.
Yes, Alvin, go ahead.
Here, Naveed Abbas haven't answered anything. So he has 0 points. Ashok R 0 points. Abdul Asif 5 points. Alan Sam 0 points. Anthony 20 points. Sahel 10 points.
Good. So nothing much to differ from each of the scores. So Anthony is leading right now, if I'm right. Right. So 20 points to Anthony. So a lot of questions to come. So do not worry. We move ahead to round two. It's called busyness world. So in fact, the first sentence, I'm also a commerce student. So the first sentence that was taught to me in commerce was business means the state of being busy. So that's why I thought we'll have a business with Y as the spelling in it. So business world. So what this round caters to is that it's going to talk about businesses across the world, global institutions, global corporations, in fact. So the next six questions are about questions of corporations across the world. Again, of course, it's going to be a general with a business angle. Ready? So question one, round two, here it comes. In 2014, this camel named Rafia was used to help X for one of their products at the Liwa Desert in Abu Dhabi. Rafia thus became the first animal to be used for this purpose. Who is X and for what was Rafia used? Okay, we have Navid.
It is from mapping the entire area, like geographic mapping of the area, desert area.
Okay, the question is who wanted
Hello,
to do
can I
it?
answer?
No,
Can
no,
I
wait,
answer?
wait. No, no, it's not over, Abdul. It's for Navid. Navid, go ahead, go ahead. Explain the answer.
Like I said, it's used for mapping by Google. Sorry, yeah,
So Google what? Google?
they use this camel to map the entire area.
Okay, I'll give it to you since you said Google. I'll give it to you. The answer is Google Street View. So Google Maps, basically, these areas are quite difficult to capture, and that's why they use camels. Where in other areas they actually use drones and satellites and other cameras. So good 10 points to Navid. So question two, here it comes. So this was an ad by a German travel company called Queer Travel. What is being shown here as the other side of America? Okay, Navid once again. Go ahead. Go ahead, Navid.
Is it Mount Rushmore?
Fantastic. So this is Mount Rushmore, quite easy. Mount Rushmore fetches 10 points to Navid. So any guesses on the four presidents? Very simple history book stuff. Navid, who are these four people?
It's Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Uh, other one is I think John Adams.
No, not John
No,
Adams.
no, not Adams.
Anyways, don't worry, you got your 10 points. So George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. So 10 points to Navid. So Navid is catching up with Anthony. Good. And here we go with question number three. When over 20 million immigrants moved over to
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Anthony Francis is having a problem with his network.
Okay. We'll wait for a couple of minutes. So just bear with Anthony. He should join us back.
Sir, that is one in phone, sir.
No. Okay, you're joined now. Okay, got it. Got it. Fine. Okay, so Andre, I don't see you on video again. Okay, got it. Fine. So moving ahead to question 3, if all are ready, here it comes. When over 20 million immigrants moved over to the US after the Civil War, it included
Excuse me.
Yes.
Abdul Asif, please show your hands.
Yeah, folks, it's just going to be about 40-45 minutes maximum. So please ensure that you follow the rules. Okay. So when over 20 million immigrants moved over to the US after the Civil War, it included a lot of Austrian bakers. They introduced a confectionery that became a rage in the country. It was named after. Okay, we have Alan. Go ahead, Alan.
Croissant.
Oh, unfortunately, that's a negative of 10. It's not the croissant. Moving ahead for the second attempt. It was named after a German name derived from the Latin word for emperor, and it also refers to its appearance that resemble the high ornate velvet-filled crowns of the 19th century monarchs. Name the confectionery. Okay, we have Abdul.
Kaiser Shamai.
What is that?
Kaiser Shamai.
Kaiser Shamai. Can you spell it?
KISMHERMARI. It's a German word. That's probably.
Yeah, it's a German word, not a difficult German word. Don't worry. Definitely not the spelling that you are saying. Sorry, Abdul, I don't think I can take that as an answer. So that would be a negative of 5. So -5 to Abdul, and the answer is anybody on a non-com basis? No points. You want to take a guess? So this was named after Kaiser Emperor Franz Joseph I of Austria. So these are the Kaiser rolls. Kaiser rolls. So they look like crowns, and they were named after the emperor. So Kaiser rolls is the answer. So question 4. Warren X was a salesman at Y in the 1930s. During the Second World War, he joined the Air Force and became a combat flying officer. He felt that most difficult part of flying was figuring out how to get from the airport to his destination. So in 1946, he convinced his ex-employee Y in selling him their products at a discounted price. Warren told Y that if his customers started using more of his services, it would invariantly result in more sales for Y. ID X and Y. So who is X? Who is Y? Look at the timeline and look at the reason for this idea. What did he find most difficult? I think timeline would have helped you to guess Y, while the reason would help you to guess X. So Alvin, I find most of them taking. Okay, guys, sorry to say this, but I think there is something happening. Most of you are not showing both your hands at all times. In fact, I do not find the reason for someone to take out one of their hands and do whatever they were doing. I give this as a last warning. And if I'm able to find this happening once again, I think I'll have to disqualify that particular person. So please do not indulge in any malpractice, because that's not the way a game is played. This is a game, so play it sportively. Okay, I have Abdul Asif. Go ahead. I need X and Y. You're on mute, Abdul. You're on mute.
Warren Buffett. X is Warren Buffett.
Oh, that's not the answer. That's a -10 for Abdul. So Ashok was second. So Ashok, go ahead.
So Captain Gopinath, Air Deccan, and Y, and X is Vijay Mallya.
Vijay Mallya and
Captain Gopinath, Air Deccan. He joined NDA flying officer.
Okay, I'll go back to the question. Let's see if someone gets it for no points. See, it definitely cannot be Vijay Mallya because that's the name of a person, Warren X. And look at the timeline, 1930s. So definitely not Captain Gopinath or Vijay Mallya. The answer is Avis, the car rental company, Avis. So Avis, Warren Avis convinced his ex-employer Ford to give him Ford cars at a discounted price, and he used them for car rental services. So you use these cars from airport to wherever people had to go. Right. So moving ahead to question number 5. On July 1st,
Sir,
yes,
sir, what is the point to be given to Ashok?
that will be a negative of 5, -5. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. On July 1st, 1941, before the beginning of a baseball game in New York between the Brooklyn Dodgers and Philadelphia Phillies, this commercial aired on NBC's WNBT TV and was only 10 seconds long, and it was an advertisement for Bulova watches. Bulova watches. It cost the company a total of $9. $5 went to station charges and $4 went to airtime charges. What was special about this advertisement? I'll play the advertisement. Okay. Navid, go ahead.
It was the world first advertisement TV commercial.
Fantastic, Navid. So even without seeing the advertisement, he got it right. So this is the world's first ever legal TV commercial, but I'll still give it to you. That's all right. So 10 points to Navid. Let's go back and see the visual.
America runs on Bolivar time.
That's it. So that was the advertisement, the first ever legal TV commercial. So in fact, if you look at the map of America, you do not find Alaska and Hawaii in it. So any reason why? Anybody?
Because they bought it afterwards from Russia.
Correct. So it was in 1959 that both the states joined the US. So good answering, Navid. Moving ahead to the final question of round 2. The company was founded in Denver on March 10, 1910 by a Colorado-based luggage salesman called Jesse Schweider. He initially named it Schweider Trunk Manufacturing Company. Later in 1941, it's Abdul.
Is it Samsung?
Samsung. And what was the product? The brand name. What was the brand name?
Samsonite.
Samsonite is right, named after Samson. So Samson was the last of the judges of Israel, and it said that he possessed superhuman abilities and extreme strength, and that's why to showcase their durability and strength, Samsonite was named after Samson. So end of round 2 and scores. Albin, go ahead.
Sir, what was the point to be given to Abdul Asif?
10 points. 10 points. 10 points, Abdul, for the last question. We'll wait for the scores from Albin. Go ahead, Albin.
The points for the second round, sir. Naveda base 20, Ashok -5, Abdul -5, Alan 0, Anthony 0, and Shahal 0.
And the total points so far? Is this the total points or only for round 2?
Sorry, sir. 1 second. Hello, sir.
Yes.
The total points are for Navid 20 points, Ashok -5, Abdul 0 points,
Excuse
Alan
me.
0 points, Anthony 20 points, Shahil 10 points.
Excuse me.
Yes, who was it?
My mark should be, I think, 30. I gave 3 answers. Can you please check?
Can you tell the answers that you got right?
one for the Google, second Mount Rushmore, and third one was advertisement. World Wars is advertisement.
Okay.
So total should be 30.
Alvin, can you get it checked?
Sorry, sir. 1 second.
Yeah. Okay, I think Alvin will get it checked. We'll probably correct it at the end of round 3. I'll move ahead with round 3. So round 3 is called it's an entertaining business. So business plays an important role in entertainment and vice versa as well. Entertainment also plays a very important role in business.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
1 second.
Yes, sir.
Navid had answered for the first question. He got 10 points. But for the second question, it was a -10. It was a wrong answer.
Navid?
No, I gave no wrong answer, but 3 answers were right. You can ask from others.
So, so this is what he says. He got this right, Alvin. So he got 10 points for this. And was this the one?
Google Street and that Mount Rushmore also.
Google Street, I think you got it in the second attempt, right?
Yes, but first I told you it was used for mapping of the entire
So I think
Google.
2 points. And which was the other one?
Mount Rushmore.
Okay. Yes.
And
so that would be 30 points, Alvin. Alvin?
Sir, we will check it and tell it you later.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be 30 points. Anyways, so don't worry, Navid, they will take care of it. So we move ahead with round 3. It's an entertaining business. So the entertainment industry by itself is one of the biggest money spinning industries and also provides millions of opportunities where work for millions of people across the world. So this round is about famous movies and television series related to business. So you'll have a business question from the entertainment industry. Okay, so I think you guys will have some fun in this. Moving ahead, I think we'll start off with question 1. Here it comes on your buzzers. Here we go. Where would you come across this restaurant? The Three Broomsticks, established in 1452, and it says serving the finest butter beer. So Anthony, you seem to be, are you typing something? Okay. So please, folks, once again, I already told. Okay, Abdul, go ahead.
It's based on the Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter series fetches you 10 points. So this indeed is from the Harry Potter series, the restaurant owned and run by Madame Rosmeta, and you get beverages like the butter beer, gilly water, and fire whiskey, right? So this is at Hogsmeade. So Albin, please, once again, I request you to have someone from your team to look at all the videos. Please ensure that people are playing it fair. Okay, because that's the very essence of quizzing. Albin?
Yes, sir. We are recording the meeting.
Yeah, not just recording, ask someone to just look at the videos. Thank you. And question 2, here it comes. The founder is a story of X, a businessman who cashes in on a... Yes?
Can I get the scores for the first question?
Yeah, it was Abdul. Abdul got 10 points for first question.
Okay, sir.
Okay, second question, I already got a buzz from Abdul. Go ahead.
It's a founder movie, McDonald's, based on McDonald's business.
Okay, so what was the question? What was the question?
Founded by. I just had a glimpse of the question.
So that's why I said you need to wait. Anyways, unfortunately, that be a negative.
It's founded by Ray McDonald and Ray Kroc.
Okay, I think I'll give it to you because I got the word at the end, Ray Kroc. So the founder is the story of Ray Kroc, a businessman who pursues in his relentlessly pursuits in making McDonald's the biggest food empire in the world. So 10 points to Abdul Albin. So 10 points to him. So Michael Keaton, fantastic performance. So those who haven't watched this movie, please do so. It's a very inspiring, very good movie. So question 3, here we go. So what are the 2 places where Professor and his team successfully conduct their heist operations in the popular television series Money Heist? What are the 2 places where Professor and his team successfully conduct their heist operations?
Can we guess the one?
No.
Okay.
Anyone?
Hello.
Okay, I have from Abdul. Go ahead, Abdul.
One is Madrid.
Madrid. Okay, and the other?
Bank of Spain.
Bank of Spain and Madrid. Okay. Unfortunately, there'll be a negative again, Abdul. That's a negative of 10 for you. So on a second attempt, we have Anthony. Anthony, go ahead.
Royal Mint, Bank of Spain.
Bank of Spain and 2.
Royal Mint.
What is it?
Royal Mint.
Royal Mint. Okay, so that gives you 5 points. So Andre gets 5 points for Royal Mint of Spain and Bank of Spain. So the last couple of years was entirely the team.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I said Bank of Spain. So
no, I said that's not the way we work because we had 2 parts to the question. This is on a buzzer, so we cannot give part points. Sorry about that.
Can you please avoid the minus?
No, we had rules. So I think we'll have to follow the rules from the beginning. That's how the entire quiz works. Do not worry. You have a lot of rounds left. You have 4.5 rounds still left. So I think you will be able to catch up. Sorry about that, Abdul. So Abdul gets a negative of 10 and Anthony gets 5 points for getting Royal Mint of Spain and Bank of Spain right. So question 4, here it comes. So in which restaurant do Penny and Bernadette work in the popular sitcom The Big Bang Theory? Okay, fantastic. Shahal, go ahead.
The Cheesecake Factory.
Very good answer. Very fast answer. Shahal gets it right. It's the Cheesecake Factory where Bernadette and Penny both work as waitresses. Good answer, Shahal. So 10 points to Shahal. Moving on to question number 5. So in which movie would you find the protagonist fighting a legal battle against corporate bigwigs, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, in the small town of Hinckley, California, after she learns about the health issues the residents face because of the pollution spread by the company. Okay, 1 second, on count of 3, can everyone turn your phones? Show it to the camera quickly. Anthony? Okay. Okay. So that's how a flying squad comes into the examination halls. Right? Okay. Yes. So that's the question. So in which movie would you find the protagonist fighting a legal battle against corporate bigwigs, Pacific Gas and Electric Company? Abdul, go ahead.
Erin Brockovich.
Erin Brockovich. So who was the protagonist? Who acted as Erin? Was that? You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know, I didn't watch the movie. I just come across a question like this.
You didn't watch the movie, you came across a question like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's very good memory retention power for you, Abdul. Very good. So that gets 10 points to Abdul, but it's kind of difficult, to accept that you do not know Julia Roberts as Erin Brockovich, because this is the only Academy Award winning performance that Julia Roberts was part of. In fact, she won an Academy Award for this, her only award. Erin Brockovich is right. So 10 points to Abdul. And question 6, the last question of round 3. In which movie franchise would you come across this company, which is in the field of artificial intelligence and reverse engineering, Cyberdyne Systems? So Cyberdyne Systems.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, who's this?
What points should be given for the 5th question? To whom?
10 points to Abdul. Points to Abdul.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So movie franchise. Abdul, once again, go ahead.
Is it Terminator?
Terminator is right. Of course, who can forget Arnold in it? So Terminator is the right answer. So 10 points, Albin, to Abdul once again. With that, we come to the end of round 3, and Albin with the scores now.
Sir,
Yes, Albin, go ahead.
the results of the 3rd round, sir. For Navid, 0 points. For Ashok, 0 points. Abdul Asif, 40 points. Alan, 0 points. Anthony, 5 points. Shahel, 10 points.
Okay. So 40 points, is that right? I think he also got a negative, right? Abdul, did you get 40 points in this round? You got
Yeah, I answered.
Erin Brockovich, right?
Yeah. And Harry Potter.
So you got a negative for this, right?
Can you back? Yeah, I also Ray Kroc. Also got Ray Kroc, 40 points.
But you got a negative of 10 for this.
Yeah.
So Albin, please, it's only 30 points to Abdul, not 40. So please, be careful with the scores. Albin, have you noted? It's only 30 points in this round for Albin, for Abdul. Albin?
Sorry, sir. It was 30 points.
Correct. Okay. So do you have the full scores?
He have answered 4 questions and one was negative.
Correct. No, I'm asking the entire scores, the total score till now. for all the 6 participants?
We have recorded the whole meeting. We will inform everyone after evaluating the results. All the participants.
Okay, understand. Then I think we can just proceed, not an issue. And we move to round 4. It's called fire in the belly. So this round does not have anything on screen. So there is no buzzer for this, so you can relax. So all I want you to is just show your hands. Of course, you will not have time for this because this is going to be a rapid fire round. And in this round, each participant would be asked 5 questions and you would be given 45 seconds. And no question shall be visible on the screen. And each question carries 5 points. There is no negative for a wrong answer. But once you give a guess, you will not be able to come back to the question. But if you pass it, you will be able to come back to the question if you have time. 45 seconds. Understood? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. I think I'll just
So
go
we just
with
have to answer the question directly.
directly. Yeah, just I'll name the person who has to take this in order, and then that particular person can unmute himself while others can continue to be on mute. So if you get all 5 right, you get a bonus of 5 points. So that will be 30 points if you get all 5 right. Otherwise, each question carries 5 points. Got it? Okay. I think I'll start off the first question. First
There is
part.
no negative.
No negatives. You can take a guess, but if you pass, I will come back to the question if I have time.
So whether question asked in the order or you will give time for each question?
No, totally for 5 questions, you will be given 45 seconds. So it's going to be rapid fire.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll go on a random order. So the first participant will be Ashok. Ashok, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so your time starts now. Who owns the brand of breakfast cereals called Cocoa Crunch? KOKOKRUNCH.
No, sir. You can skip.
Okay, DS Prabhudas and Company is said to be the first company to be registered with which stock exchange?
No, sir. You can skip.
Who or what is known as the old lady of Boribandar?
So next question.
Which multinational pharma and consumer goods company owns the following subsidiaries? Acetylon Pharmaceuticals, Acros Medical, Aragon Pharmaceuticals, McNeil Healthcare.
Serum Institute of India.
Oh, that's wrong. In the series Peaky Blinders, the entire premise is at the forefront of which company?
So next question.
Okay, I'll go back to the first question. Who owns the brand of breakfast cereals called Cocoa Crunch?
So next question.
DS Prabhudas and Company is said to be the first company to be registered with which stock exchange? Okay, that's the end of 45 seconds. So I'll tell the answers now. So who owns the brand of breakfast cereals called Cocoa Crunch? It's Nestle. DS Prabhudas and Company is said to be the first company to be registered with the Bombay Stock Exchange. Who or what is known as the old lady of Boribandar? The Times of India. Which multinational pharma and consumer goods company owns Acros Medical, Aragon Pharmaceuticals, McNeil Healthcare? It's Johnson & Johnson. And in the series Peaky Blinders, the entire premise is at the forefront of BSA, Birmingham Small Arms. So unfortunately, Ashok does not get any point. So we'll move ahead to the second participant, Shahal. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shahal, here is your question and your time. Give me 1 second. Your time starts. Yes, your time starts now. Who commenced the construction of the world's largest two-wheeler factory in Krishnagiri district in Tamil Nadu?
Ola
Correct.
scooter.
Correct. Harishchandrachi factory is a 2009 Marathi movie that depicts the struggle of X who gave up his
Pass.
print. Pass. A dead X bounce is a small and short-lived recovery post which the downtrend will continue. It's
Dead cat bounce.
correct. In which language are the following newspapers published in? Tasir, Avadhnama, Hind Samachar, Indian Etemad, the Munsif Daily.
Marathi.
Wrong. Which pharmaceutical company launched the campaign Mask My India earlier in June 2021? Okay, last question. I'm going back to the question. Harishchandraji Factory is a 2009 Marathi movie that depicts the struggle of X who gave up his printing business to start one of the biggest industries in India.
Sorry, like a pharmaceutical company, I guess Cipla. No, right?
Okay, that one. No, that's I think that's wrong. So you got Dead Cat right and Ola right. So you get 10 points.
Okay.
I'll tell the other answers. Harishchandraji Factory is a 2009 Marathi movie that talks about Dada Saheb Phalke, who started the Indian film industry. And you got Dead Cat Bounce right. In which language are the following newspapers? Tasir, Avadhnama, Hind Samachar, Indian Etemad, the Munsif Daily Printer? It's Urdu. And finally, which pharmaceutical company launched the campaign Mask My India earlier in June 2021? It is Mankind Pharma.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you get 10 points. Shahal, right? Shahal gets 10 points. Yeah. And we now have Alan.
Yes,
Alan,
sir.
are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And your time starts now. Snow is a brand of lager beer that sells more than 100 million hectoliters. Which country is it produced?
Ireland.
Wrong. Denso Wave is credited to have invented this metric machine readable optical label, which is a very common feature in digital world of payments and purchases. What invention?
QR code.
Correct. Which Indian FMCG giant owns a brand of men's body grooming products called Bikers?
Pass.
When this company launched its products in Chinese, there was a research done to find the right transliteration. It was called Kekau Kele. Which company?
Pass.
In the south, it was Sanjay Ramasamy, and in the north, it was Sanjay Singhania. Which fictitious telecom company did these two own?
Pass.
Okay, I think we come to the end of 45 seconds. And I'll go back to the answers. Snow is a brand of lager beer that is produced in China. And you got QR code right. So which Indian FMCG giant owns Bikers? It's Kavin Care. And Kekau Kele in Chinese is the name for Coca-Cola. And Sanjay Ramasamy and Sanjay Singhania in the movie Gajini, they owned Air Voice, a fictitious telecom company, Air Voice. And you get 5 points, correct?
Yes.
Alan?
Yes.
5 points to Alan. Good. So we'll move ahead to Navid now. Navid, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And your time starts now. Cornelius is the name of a product mascot. Who in the advertisement mascots world is Cornelius?
Pass.
The Aristocrat and Blue Ribbon were the first two names before X settled on Y. So what big product are we talking about here?
Pass.
Facebook.com/4 lands you where?
Pass.
Which fashion powerhouse founder served as a personal trunk maker and packer for the Empress of France, wife of Napoleon III?
Louis Vuitton.
Correct. If white is referred to milk, blue to fish, green to agriculture, what did yellow revolution refer to?
Mustard oil.
I'll give it to you. Cornelius was the mascot of which company? Okay, we end that. So I'll go back to the answers. So Cornelius was the mascot of Kellogg's cereals. The Aristocrat and Blue Ribbon were the names first decided, but then they settled on McDonald's Big Mac. And Facebook.com/4 takes you to Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook page. You got Louis Vuitton right, and yellow revolution referred to edible oil. You said mustard oil. That's okay. I'll give it to you. So you get 10 points. So Navid gets 10 points. Okay. So next question, next set is for Abdul.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Abdul, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, your time starts now. BRG, Wrinkle, Indam, Mundu, Tomato, Wonder Hot are all major varieties of what in India?
Pass.
Okay,
Pass, pass.
around 2001, who ran a campaign called H2No? H2NO.
Pass.
According to December 2020 statistics, who replaced P&G as the world's largest advertiser?
Lindas.
Wrong. With what man-made wonder of the world would you associate a business model that recruits members via promise of payments or services?
Pyramid.
Correct.
Grey pyramid.
The management method whereby an organization can assess major external factors that influence its operation is called pest analysis. Expand pest. Okay.
Pest. Pass.
Time's up. I'll go back
Pass.
to the answer. Yeah, time's up. I'll go back to the answers. The management method, pest analysis, the expansion of pests is political, economical, social, and technological. You got pyramid scheme right. And according to December 2020 statistics, Amazon replaced P&G as the world's largest advertiser. And Coca-Cola ran a campaign called H2No. So it just meant it was a campaign to use Coca-Cola rather than water. And finally, BRG, Inda, Mundu, Tomato, and Wonder Hot were varieties of red chili. So you get pyramid right, and you get 5 points. So Abdul gets 5 points. And the final set is for Anthony. Are you ready, Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your time starts now. Which was South India's first stock exchange to be established in the year 1920?
Next.
Okay, the acronym AIDA describes the steps a prospective customer takes before buying a product. Expand AIDA, AIDA.
Next.
This department or ministry was formed in 2014, was earlier called Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy. By what acronymic
Next.
word? Okay. On 11th December 2017, Ola acquired the Indian business of which food delivery platform?
Swiggy.
Wrong. With which Indian cricketer would you associate Power, the footwear company, Equitas, the financial institution, and Fantasy Sports League players spot?
Kohli.
Wrong. And your time's up. I'll go back to the answers. With which Indian cricketer would you associate Power, Equitas, and players spot? It's Smriti Mandhana. And you got, okay. Ola acquired the Indian business of food delivery platform, Food Panda. The ministry, the Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy became Ayush, Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. And AIDA, AIDA is Attention, Interest, Desire, and Action. And the first stock exchange of South India was the Madras Stock Exchange. And you get, unfortunately, you do not get anything right, correct? Yeah. So Anthony does not get any points in this set. So with that, we come to the end of round 4. Alvin, did you get the points noted?
How many rounds are more?
3 more rounds. Did you get the points for this round?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So moving ahead, so we go back to the buzzers. So I find most of you disconnected. So can you just reconnect again? All of you. Ashok,
Can we know the total?
so the organizers say that they will share the scores after the quiz is over. They will check the video recording and then share the scores. So, okay, no problem. So we move ahead quickly to round 5. It's called Hidden Agenda. So it's going to be a fun round. So since you had a very hot and very fast round 4, I thought we'll have some fun in round 5. So this round is about connecting few images. So this is not exactly a connections round. We have that round later. I'll give you an example. So this is how this round would be. This is an example. So you see a couple of images. So you have image on left and image on right, and you also have a clue. It says an entrepreneur. So anybody, can you guess who this could be? No points. Just no points. Go ahead, someone. Shahal, go
Bill
ahead.
Gates. Bill Gates, right?
Bill Gates, it's right. So that's a Bill, and you see a lot of Gates. So the answer is Bill Gates. Understood? So this is going to be fun. So this is not serious quizzing. I think you'll get it right. Almost everyone will get it right. Here we go. Question number 1 in hidden agenda. So this is an airline company. Go ahead, Abdul. Go ahead, Abdul.
Qatar Airways.
Oh no, that's a negative of 10. Anybody else? So Abdul gets minus 10, Alvin. Please note that. Anybody on a second attempt? Okay, I'll close the question. So you see cat, you see hay, so that's Cathay, and the ocean between Asia, North America, South America, and Australia is the Pacific Ocean. So the answer is Cathay Pacific, the Hong Kong-based airlines. So question 2, Robert Kiyosaki's book on financial literacy. Alan, go ahead.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Can you come again?
Sir.
Can you? Yes, come again. What was the answer?
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Perfect, Alan. So that gives you 10 points. So Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is right. So 10 points to Alan. Question 3. So Canadian billionaire businessman. Canadian billionaire businessman. Who is this? Okay, since nobody has buzzed, I'll give you a clue. He is the founder of the photo sharing app called Flickr and the team messaging app called Slack. Founder of Flickr. Who is this? Okay, I'll close this question. The answer is Stewart Butterfield. So you see Kristen Stewart there. So I crossed Kristen. So one is Stewart. You see Butter, you see a field. So Stewart Butterfield. So nobody gets this right. So question 4. So this is the old name of a leading sports footwear apparel accessories manufacturer. I want the old name. Go ahead, Alan.
Blue Ribbon Sports.
Blue Ribbon Sports is right. Alan gets 10 points. So what is the current name of this company?
Nike.
Perfect. So Blue Ribbon Sports is right. Alan gets 10 points for question 4. Question 5. Here it is. A book by Dr. Ing Lowry, economics professor at the School of Social Sciences, Tsinghua University, and deputy director of the Tsinghua Research Center for Chinese Entrepreneurs. What book is this? What book is this? Quite simple, actually. I'll give you a clue. This talks about, this is the story of an e-commerce giant. The book is about an e-commerce giant. Go ahead, Abdul.
Alibaba.
Okay, what's the name of the book? Who was that? Sorry, I cannot give you much time. That's a negative of minus 10.
Alibaba and the 50.
Okay, that
Alibaba and the 50 thieves.
50. Okay, definitely not written by a university professor. Sorry. The answer is the Alibaba Way. So minus 10 to Abdul. And the final question of round 5. Here it comes. A biographical crime black comedy. Navid, go ahead.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Perfect. The Wolf of Wall Street, one of the several nominations, Academy nominations that Leonardo received. The Wolf of Wall Street is right. So, yes, with that, we come to the end of round 5. Since they are calculating the scores at the back end, I think I'll move ahead with round 6. So round 6 is fun at work. So business is not always serious business. So we also need to have fun. No, we also need to have fun sometimes. So this round is all about games and sports. So business related to games and sports. Got it? Okay. Question 1. Here it comes. Lucknow, Chandigarh, and Jaipur for the red group. Pune, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad are yellow. Kolkata, Chennai, and Bengaluru are green. Delhi and Mumbai are dark blue. Bhubaneswar and Guwahati are brown. Panaji, Vadodara, and Agra are light blue. Ludhiana, Patna, and Bhopal are purple, while Indore, Kochi, and Nagpur are orange. Where would you find these classifications? So think of this round. This round is about business in games and sports. What could this be? Most of you would have come across this, definitely. Most of you would love this. Okay, I'll give 5 more seconds and I think I'll close the buzzer now. Okay, no points. Anybody take a guess? No points.
Sir, Indian Monopoly or something?
Kabaddi League.
Indian Monopoly is right. Unfortunately, nobody gets points for that. So Monopoly India is right. So these are the colors of the cities. So question 2, here it comes. In which city would you be able to tune into these radio stations? Wicket, Flash, K-Chat, Fever 05, Emotions 98.3, V-Rock, VCPR, Espantoso, and Wave 103. In which city would you be able to tune into these radio stations? 5 more seconds, not more than that. Okay, I'll close this question. So anybody, take a guess.
Bangalore.
Bangalore says someone. Anybody else?
Sandria or Vice City? I'm not sure about.
Who's this? Alan.
Yeah,
Alan, you should have.
Sandrias or Vice City?
You should have buzzed. You would have got it right. It's indeed Vice City from the Grand Theft Auto.
I was confused between the two, Sandrias or Vice City.
But nice thinking, Alan. Very good. I'm not sure about you guys, but then in our younger days, we just used to be addicted to this game. So Grand Theft Auto, Vice City is right. Unfortunately, nobody gets points for this. Question 3, here it comes. The Premier League, often called the English Premier League, was started in 1992 when it did not feature any title sponsor. So from 1993 until 2001, Carling was the title sponsor, followed by Barclaycard till 2004, before it became Barclays till 2016. So from 2016, who is the title sponsor of the Premier League? Abdul, go ahead.
There is no title sponsor.
Brilliant answer, Abdul. So that fetches you 10 points. So they changed the strategy. They wanted to build a brand, in the likes of NFL and NHL in US. So the Premier League does not have any title sponsor. They have a different sponsorship strategy. So good answer. Abdul gets 10 points. We move ahead to question number 4. With which role-playing game set in a post-apocalyptic and future setting would you find this beverage brand? Nuka-Cola. So Nuka-Cola. So the premise of the game is set in 2070s, if I'm not wrong, 2070. Okay, I'll close this. Non-comp, anybody? You can take a guess. No points, just take a guess. Okay. You also have several variants of Nuka-Cola, such as cranberry, dark, crystal, quantum, wild, etc. Okay. I think nobody has heard about this game called Fallout. So have you heard of this game called Fallout? So it's a post-apocalyptic setting. Question 5, here it comes. This is the picture of siblings George, Charles, and Edward. How do we know them better in the world of games? So please note that in the world of games, George, Charles, and Edward, they are siblings. Navid, go ahead.
Founder of golf.
Founder of golf. Okay, no, you thought these brothers founded golf. Unfortunately, no, that's -10 to Navid. Anybody else on a second attempt?
-10 or 5, please.
-10. -10. This is the first attempt, right? So anybody on a second attempt? Okay. So, okay, I closed the question. So I said in the world of games. So what brothers would you associate with the world of games, not sports, games? Anybody? Okay. So these are the Parker brothers. So the Parker brothers own Monopoly, Cluedo, Risk, many such games. So Parker brothers was the answer I was looking for. Question 6, the final question of this round. Here it comes. Since 1959, this person had taken up several roles across the world and across fields, including arts, politics, medicine, engineering, business, military, etc. Some of the roles include a sign language teacher in 1999, a dentist in 1997, US Air Force pilot in 1991, the Chancellor of Germany in 2013. The person was the UNICEF ambassador in 1989, a judge in 2019, and a game developer in 2016. Who are we talking about here? I'll give you 10 seconds for the buzz. Abdul, go ahead.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. Okay, so Audrey Hepburn, you say was a sign language teacher, a dentist, a US Air Force. Unfortunately, that's a -10. So that is not the answer. I'll wait for the second attempt. Second attempt. Anyone wants to take a guess? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll close this question. Okay, non-com, no points. Anybody? Just go with the time names. So 1959, is there any possibility for anybody to become the Chancellor of Germany and also be the US Air Force pilot, also be a dentist, also be a teacher? Okay, the answer is Barbie. So this is Barbie. So 1959, I think you had a lot of clues there. Anyways, so sometimes it is tough, you miss it. No problem. So nobody gets it right. With that, we move to the final round of the quiz. Here it comes, the final round of the quiz. So this quiz is called the business runs on connections. So this is going to be a connections quiz. We have I have a sample for this. Let's see how it works. So this is just an example. Anybody can take a guess. So you have 4 pictures connected. Yes, go ahead, Abdul. No points, just go ahead.
Chennai Super Kings.
Chennai Quiz Factory, of course, has to have a question about Chennai Super Kings. So we have a trial question. So this indeed is the Chennai Super Kings because you see a whistle podo. Dhoni, of course, the captain of Chennai Super Kings, and Coromandel Kings from India Cements. India Cements is the owner of Chennai Super Kings, and of course IPL. So CSK is part of the IPL league. So the answer is Chennai Super Kings. So this is how the quiz will be. So you have just 3 questions. So this is not going to be a 6-question round, just a 3-question round. So you have 30 points at stake. Play well. Here we go with question 1. Connect these 4 pictures. Okay, since nobody buzzed, I'll give a clue. The person there is Caleb Bradham. C-A-L-E-B, Caleb Bradham, B-R-A-D-H-A-M. Go ahead, Abdul.
PepsiCo.
PepsiCo.
The company is PepsiCo. Caleb Bradman is the founder of PepsiCo, and Lacey is a subsidiary of PepsiCo.
Okay, and the others? Any idea?
Crystal is a water bottle drink by PepsiCo. The other,
Okay. Good answer. So you get 10 points for getting PepsiCo right. So connections go like this. So of course, Caleb Bradham started Pepsi. In fact, it was called Brad's drink when it originally was started. So Crystal Pepsi was a transparent Pepsi. It's not a water beverage. It's not water. It's a transparent Pepsi. Lay's, of course, is a subsidiary of Pepsi since the mid-90s. And that's pepsin, the enzyme. So that's how you get the name Pepsi, pepsin. PepsiCo is right. So 10 points to Abdul. And question 2, here it comes. Abdul again. Go ahead, Abdul.
this is Starbucks. The Moby Dick, he got influenced by Moby Dick's character, and this is Sony Howard Skulls. He's the CEO of Starbucks.
Brilliant answer, Abdul. Brilliant answer. So 10 points to Abdul once again. So Moby Dick, you got the connection right. Howard Schultz is right. So what about the other two? Any idea? Any idea? You got your 10 points. Don't worry. Just take a guess.
What's the question?
So how would you connect the first picture and Pete's Coffee?
Pete's Coffee, I think it's the former name.
No, that's not a former name. Pete's Coffee was 4 locations of Pete's Coffee were acquired by Starbucks in 1980s. And this is the first picture is the Puppuccino. So this dish is specifically only for puppies or pets. So it's called the Puppuccino. Just like we have cappuccino. So good answer, Abdul. 10 points to you. And with that, we come to the final question of the quiz. So once again, I would like to thank St. Joseph's College for giving Chennai Quiz Factory the opportunity to get associated with Nirvana. So it's been wonderful. We had great fun in setting up this quiz. So thank you so much, St. Joseph's. And also thank you so much, Albin and the entire team. So Albin had been coordinating with us, especially in these tough times when all you had to do was just, all we get connected is only through phone and email and WhatsApp, of course. So thank you so much, Albin. So you did a wonderful job as well. So final question of the day. Here it comes. Connect these 4 images. Very relevant, much in news. I'll give 5 more seconds. Alan, go ahead.
Sir, Air India.
Air India. Why?
It is acquired by Tata Sons, and the other one looks like an airport.
Looks like an airport.
Yeah,
Okay.
the line queues and rest of it I don't know.
Rest of it you don't know. Okay. So brilliant answer. So I thought we'll probably end with very relevant and much in news question. It is indeed Air India. I'll tell you the connections. Anybody can take a guess. So 10 points to Alan. Alvin, please note 10 points to Alan. And anybody? Why do you have a temple? So that's the Konark temple. And the gentleman on the right is R.K. Lakshman. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. So the wheel in the logo of Air India was taken from the Konark wheel, and R.K. Lakshman designed the Maharaja logo of Air India. So Tata Sons through their subsidiary Thales, so they bought Air India from the government of India, and that's the Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi, which is the hub for Air India. So we end with the Maharaja, and this is Raja signing off from this quiz. So before we end the quiz, it would be great if all 6 participants can give your feedback on the quiz. Maybe each one of you can take a minute. Alan, go ahead.
It was a wonderful experience, especially we used to participate in quiz in the offline mode, and it's after a long time we are participating in an online mode. So it was a great experience. Thank you for the questions and thank you for organizing.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you so much. Well played. Abdul?
It's a good experience. I've been with Nirvana for a long time. I participated in the 2019 business quiz in the way college itself. Yeah, it's a good experience.
Thank you, Abdul. Thank you. Shahal? Anything from you?
Yeah, it was conducted very well because I have been to many other quizzes and this one was very nice and very well organized. Thank you for
Thank you. Thank you, Shahal. Ashok?
So it was a wonderful experience. I can learn more things, more updates which I don't know. So it's a great experience for me. Thank you, sir, for conducting a great quiz.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashok. Anthony?
This is my first business quiz, and I started from. This is my first business quiz. I'm studying BSc Max, so.
Oh, wonderful. So you reached the finals. Very good. Very good,
Easy, man.
Anthony. Fantastic. So, Navid?
So the questions were framed beautifully, sir. It was serious and fun at the same time. Thank you for the wonderful quiz.
Thank you so much, Navid. So, just one line to all of you is that stay home, stay safe. The pandemic is far from over, but I hope all of you are vaccinated and all of you are safe. I wish safety first is very important. So please take care, stay masked. Alvin, anything else from your side?
Thank you all. We have the recording of the whole meeting. We will evaluate and inform the results later. All the participants have given their best. All the best to everyone. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Rajesh sir, for the great regarding to the Nirvana business.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you so much, all of you. Yeah, the results will be put up in the WhatsApp group, is what Alvin said. So thank you so much. With that, we end the quiz and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can you wait for us?
Sure.
And here we have a special mention. We thank Dema for sponsoring our event business quiz on behalf of staff and students of St. College, Devagiri. Thank you.
Thank you. And can I leave, Alvin? Is there anything else?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you. Yeah. Bye-bye.